Hey, everybody, welcome to Psychic Medium Toni Greene. I am Toni Greene, the psychic medium that will be answering your questions and helping you connect to loved ones on the other side. We are going to get started with questions and connections right after my little bitty few announcements. First and foremost, don't get scammed. If anybody reaches out to you, it's a scam. Be careful. Don't get scammed. Um, this show airs on WSCS, Rude Rangers TV, all of their affiliate stations, streaming stations, radio stations, and podcasts. That's a lot. It's everywhere. It's just everywhere. And yet nobody knows about it. I'm kidding. Okay. Okay. I go live every Monday at noon with this show. And the Wednesday show is going to be, this week it's going to be at noon, but it's going to be alternating. So if you want to make sure you know when I go live, hit the buttons you need to hit to catch it live. Wednesday's been a little bit, there's just been a lot going on Wednesdays. And so this Wednesday, it's going to be at noon. Patrick, how are you? Hey, Peter. Hi, Mimi. Hi, Karen. Why did I want to call you Kim? What is that about? Hey, everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for joining. Let's see. What else? I am available for private sessions. And there's a few other things here. You can join the show live on YouTube. If you're listening on one of the many podcast or stations, you can join the show live on YouTube or Podbean. If you join on Podbean, you can call in. I try to catch the calls as they come in on Podbean, but I have like 3 seconds. I don't always catch them. Every Tuesday, I am going live with the online book club, What If? A Transformational Guide. We cover one question every single week. Tomorrow's question is, what if this life is a chance for you to heal the past and future lives, yours and others? Let's discuss that. What does that make you think right away? Like, where does your mind go with that? Okay, that's what we'll be discussing tomorrow on the show. Anybody can join. You don't have to have the book. If you want the book, you can get it. The link, Rebecca always is kind enough to put the link up. Let's see. Hey, everybody in Podbean. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, now I'm going to go into songs and then names, and then I'll go into questions and connections. If you have a question, please have an exact question about life, love, career, finances. Please, no questions about health and no timeline questions. So no questions about, tell me about what's going to happen with me this week. That's a whole private reading, or what's going to happen with me over the next 3 days, or what's going to happen with me over those are private session readings. If you have questions like that, I love to answer them, but in a private session. There is obviously something specific you want to know in that. Ask the specific. One question or connection per person, unless I get through everybody. If I get through everybody, then we can go on to second questions. And please don't repeat your question in the chat. You can put it in once. I go in order. As soon as I get to your question, I answer it. If you want to be bumped to the top, you can donate, and then you will be bumped to the top, and we go from there. All righty. Anything else about that? Oh, if you want a connection, I just need the first name of the person and their relationship to you. I think that's everything. I'm pretty sure that's everything. Okay. If you have questions and you're on Podbean, you can put your question in the chat. I cannot pronounce some of the names. IA, welcome to Podbean. User, welcome to the show. G, welcome to the show. I'm just going to say the first letter if it's just a series of letters. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to go all the way to the top and start. Hey, Mimi, how are you? Heather, I already took care of it. Heather, one thing I was getting a while back and that I am getting again for you and your situation is I just see her working on a farm and or volunteering on a farm, like physical, manual, heavy duty volunteering or working on some sort of farm with, and I feel like it has horses because I see hay, but I'm not sure. I feel like so Heather is having some challenges with her daughter who is 15, and who doesn't, right? But her challenges are really quite they're not good. So what I'm going to say is make her so busy that she cannot be around those people. So get a job with a parent signature. They can get a job at 15 or 15 and a half. And some places like farms and such will let you have them work like that. Um, and have her volunteer. Purpose is really needed here. The other thing is really just the job, the volunteering, and just start taking things away. Start taking things away. And don't feel badly about it at all. Don't feel badly about it at all. And without saying too much, I would also say get her to a doctor and get her checked. And that's where I'm going to leave all of that for you, Heather. Hey, Tanita, how are you doing? I hope everybody, first, before I go into all the questions, I didn't even do the songs. What's going on? That's one of the songs, by the way. Okay, the first song is that song, It's My Fantasy Girl, which I cannot sing any of these songs, so please forgive me. And this next song, the next song, it's so funny because they were doing a mashup all freaking weekend. So it's and I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream from the top of my lungs. And then it goes into I'm sexy and I know it, which I just kept cracking up all weekend. Every time they did that, I was like in tears over that. So, just like this, it just cracks me up. I can't help it. It's just the funniest thing to me, the way they did that mashup. Okay. Okay, moving right along, moving right along. Keep it pushing, keep it pushing. Okay, the next song is You Didn't Have to Cut Me Out. That song is back again. That song, Mama, take these chains from me. Something like I can't use them anymore. That song, I've heard that song, but I'm not really familiar with that song. And then that song, Bang your head. Is it metal or mental? Bang your head. Mental health is good. That song, Bang Your Head. I'm gonna leave it at that. The next song is, that song, it goes, I don't even know this song. I've just heard it, I'm just let me love you. Doo, 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 doo. That one. And then I'm hearing the Supremes, anything by the Supremes. Any other songs, guys? They keep singing "I'm Sexy and I Know It," which I'm like, "Okay, stop, stop." The next song is yeah, nope, we're gonna go to names. Okay, the songs could be a song you know, your loved one knows. The song could be, the answer to a question, or the next time you hear the song, you know your loved one is with you. And then the names could be the name, the person, place, or thing. It's a confirmation from your loved one. It could be your name, another one's name, a pet's name, a past pet's name, any of it. So the first thing I'm hearing in the names is Chi Chi. And then the next name I'm hearing, or the next person, place, thing confirmation, roses. Um, and then I'm hearing that song. I don't really know this song, but I think it's She Wore Blue Velvet. That's the line I'm hearing, but I'm not really sure of the song, is all I can say. Okay, the next person, place, thing, name, I'm seeing a little chihuahua. It's a little chihuahua. That's one dog I can truly identify is a little chihuahua. The next name is Bob. Somebody is just saying Godzilla. Maybe this was their favorite movie or yours. I don't know. Maybe you just want to see it together. I don't know. Whatever it is. The next confirmation, somebody is showing me their like grave. They're in a like in a cemetery and their grave, and that it is like leaving stuff at it, like you're leaving stuff at the grave, not only flowers, but just leaving stuff at the grave. So somebody's showing that confirmation that they see it, they know it. The next confirmation is, I think that's it. I think that's it. Hey, I have a little question. And speaking of graves, I just have this question. Cemeteries have been in business forever and ever and ever, right? And I think we're all going to know the answer as soon as I say this. How is it that they never run out of space? You never see a sold out or a full. I'm sorry, we're full. Oh, I'm sorry, we have no more space. We're completely booked this evening. You never see that in a cemetery. How's that possible? How is that possible? Yeah, that's pretty much how my mind works all the time, but it's okay. Ooh. Um, okay. I I want to go into more questions. Ishika is also on Podbean. Okay, let's get going. Tanita, Ishika. I'm going to try to find the next question. Uh, Erin. Oopsie. Erin says, "Hey Tony, any relationship coming in?" Erin, have you been putting yourself in a space where you could meet someone for a relationship? The biggest thing I hear is to be in a space where you can meet somebody where you have similar interests and to put yourself in that area. So, for example, like if you work out, make yourself, possibly being at the gym, or if you, whatever it is you like or want to do, go there and possibly have the intention of meeting somebody, open the possibility to meeting somebody there. The biggest thing for most people when they're saying, "Am I going to meet somebody? Am I going to meet somebody?" It's the how you're going to meet them. If you have, like, go to work, go home, go grocery shopping, you have to make yourself a little bit more available and in more spaces that are conducive of meeting people. Um, and I don't believe, like, I think if you're a person that always goes to the bar, sure, fine, meet somebody in a bar. But if you don't go to bars, don't meet somebody at a bar. However, if you do like something, let's just say, like, if you really like bowling, I don't know, meet somebody bowling because they probably like it too. I'm just, you have to put yourself in spaces where you can be around people who might be looking. And I just want to say, just because somebody's in a bar, it doesn't mean they're single. Most of the people in the bar are single while they're at the bar, and then they go home to their partner. And that's a fact. That's a solid ass fact. Are you single? I am right now. I'm single right now. I'm very single right now. So that's what I have about that. Okay. Okie dokie. I just be out there. If you are out there, you will meet people. Okay, love? Okay. 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 Elizabeth says, "Happy Monday." Happy Monday, Elizabeth. How is work going for me? Will I be asked for will they ask you to be an assistant? But yeah, eventually you have to really let them know that you want it. Okay, love? You have to really let them know that you want an assistant position. You have to put yourself out there and say, "Hey, listen, if something comes up, I want it." Hey, Fawn, how are you? I noticed a couple of people tried to call in, and I only have like 2 seconds to take the call. If you are calling in with a question or for a connection, please call back. If I can get the call, I will. But when I'm in the middle of answering a question, I probably won't be able to put you on air. So please know that. I do feel like there is, Elizabeth, an assistant position coming in for you, but you really do have to let them know that you're interested in it, okay? Hey, Sal. Hi, Pat. Pat says, "Hello, Tony. Will I have a successful, happy working relationship with my new mechanic?" His name is Steve. It's going to be okay. Listen, first of all, why does somebody's car need so much work? Um, I'm just going to ask the question a little bit differently. Um, I never think, and Pat, please take this like as mostly as a joke, okay, love? I never think I wanna have a happy relationship with my mechanic. What I think is, I hope he's honest. I want an honest mechanic that gets the job done once. I don't wanna have to keep going back to a mechanic, like, what's that? Why is that happening? That's the question. If you are dealing with a mechanic where you have to be there once a month or once every other month, then you need a different mechanic because maybe whatever they're doing is causing that. Um, and there are mechanics out there like that. There are mechanics that they are not they're not filled with integrity, that's for sure. Okay, is Steve an honest mechanic? He's honest. Will he be and he'll be able to help you. Don't listen, this is his job. When you go to some place like a mechanic, a a doctor, a dentist, somebody who's working, that's their job. They're going to be nice as they can possibly be in that moment, and they're going to do their job. Don't look for anything beyond that. The pleasantries, and I'm not trying to be harsh. I'm trying to be very, very realistic. When you go to somebody for a service, your hair person, your nail person, your whatever it is, they're performing a service for the money you give them. All you want them to do is have integrity, to be honest and to be able to do the job right. This guy will be able to do both of those. Beyond that, it doesn't matter. Okay, love? Let him do the job and then go. And don't become too dependent upon one person, especially like a mechanic. Um, if they do the job and they do it well, then if something else comes up down the road, you go back. But if something keeps coming up, find a new mechanic for real, for real, for real, for real. Okay. Oopsie. Sometimes when I'm scrolling, it goes all the way down. If she says, Pat says, if we get on Podbean, where do we find the call button? The number to call. It's a button. I've never. I only see my screen. I don't see what other people see. So there's a like a little phone thing, and you have to hit that, um, and then you'll be able to call in. Hey, Karen, how are you? Mimi, thank you, Mimi. Hey, Peter. It's a lot, 100%. You're funny. Hey, Patrick. Teresa says, hi, Tony. I miss hanging out with my brother, Troy. Does he have a message for me? Hope you're having a great day. I am. Thank you so much, Teresa. Did your brother, Teresa? I'm gonna scroll to the bottom so you can respond to me. Did your brother like pizza? Because the first thing I see is him sitting like on a chair and like this big putting eating like this big piece of pizza. Um, and then the next thing, like I just get he was just like the average guy, like an everyday guy. Like just I don't want to say normal, but like just a normal guy. The next thing that I'm getting from Troy, he had a lot of and if this is accurate, please, yes, he loved it. Thank you for confirming his confirmation. Did he have a lot of confusion? Like, was he very confused either at the end or at some point during his life? Did he have a lot of confusion? Tanita, I'm sorry, I'll go back and look at what your Tanita, can you put your question in again for me, please? I'm sorry I missed your question. Did he have a lot It was his favorite food. That's why he would show it. Thank you for confirming that. What did he have a lot of confusion either at the very end of his time or or about something in life? Was there some confusion there? Um, because I just uh, getting like a sense of confusion about something from him. There was some confusion, something, something uh, that is that was really not either clear to him about like maybe a life choice or something like that. Okay, Teresa, confusion, yes. Thank you for confirming that. Thank you. And the reason when I'm saying these things, and I know they're confirmations, and you confirm them, it's not for me. It's for you, so you know that it's him and you're connected to him. The next thing he's saying is don't sweat it. You have to let some of this stuff go. You have to get up and you have to keep going. You have to he's saying it like this. You have to get your girl on. You have to take your power back. You can't let the things that have happened in the past hold you back. And he's singing that song, "Ain't nothing gonna hold me back down. Oh no, I've got to keep on moving." That song. And I'm sorry, you guys. I know my voice is not, and it doesn't help. My ears are so plugged up when I do the show from all the like the frequency of the loved ones and such. My ears are so plugged up when I do the show. So I really like, you know how you don't know how you sound when you sing? I really don't know how I sound when I sing because my ears are so like there's so much buzzing coming in. Okay. He is saying um it's I know I know what he's trying to say. He's like, it's right there. If you just open the door, it's right there, meaning you have to take the steps and then it will be there. But you have to get your the way he's saying it, I'm going to explain it. You have to get your mind right, which basically means you have to let go of the things you have to get past what has occurred. You have to get back in being strong in your mind so that you can move forward into the things that you want to move forward into. And it's really important that you do that because it can't keep going the way it's going. There has to be a change, and that change has to come from you. But you have all the power and the capability to make that change. He also wants you to know that there's going to be some changes coming in. They're good changes, very good changes, very good changes. You're going to be pleasantly surprised right around New Year's how everything, depending on your actions, how everything can be the complete opposite of what it is now. Okay. Um, he's saying you might want to consider like a training program, possibly teaching people how to like start a training program. You can start it online, do it through Zoom, teaching people how to maybe apply for jobs, get jobs, resumes, so on and so forth, and just charge per person. And do it in a group, and then also offer one-on-one. Teach people what employers are looking for and want. Well, that's new, Teresa. And also, don't be down, or don't let what happened get you. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there, Teresa. I hope that that is really, really helpful for you. Tanita says, job by December. I'm so sorry I missed that question, Tanita. Is she going to find a new job by December? I get yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Tanita, where are you? Where are you located? Um, if you're in the US, like what city, state are you in? South Africa, thank you. She could find a job by December. Is she going to be hired by January? Okay, I think okay, here's what I'm getting. I think you're going to be hired someplace in January. I don't know if you're going to find the position at the beginning of January or late December, but you're going to be having, given the fact you look and you do everything you need to, you're going to be having a new position in January. Okay, love? But no matter what, keep looking, because there's going to be a couple of positions and like a couple of, like, this could be it, this could be it, this could be it. Okay. Hey, hey Sam, I'm just going to call you Sam if that's okay. Hey Kate, hi Toni. I would like a message about the 3-week road trip I just completed. I feel like it was good for closure of different family and friend situation. Yeah, you're right on. Um, you are right on about that. It, that I'm going to say this for you and for everybody listening. We are coming up on the end of a 9-year. Now, whether you believe in numerology or something else, I am going to say that nines can be endings of people, places, things. And one is new beginning. So we're going from 2025, which is a 9, equals a 9, to 2026, which equals 10, which is a 1. Now, people who are really into numerology or these things, would tell you this is the closing out of all that's not working in your life, and you have to let it go, and you have to be in that space where you can let it go. But whether you believe in that or not, what I have noticed for myself and many, many, many other um, clients and friends and everything is, we are seeing things about people, places, work, things, whatever, so clearly. And we're being given the choice. Do you really want to put up with this? Is this what you want in your life? Or do you want to move and be around people that are like this, that, or the other thing? And that choice is yours. They will not force you to have anybody in your life or to not have anybody in your life. You can make the choice that you want to be in work situations, home situations, family, friend situations that are healthy and loving for you. And nobody gets to tell you what is healthy for you. And I'm just going to go a little bit sideways here. Nobody gets to tell you what betrayal is to you, because maybe their definition of betrayal or what they think betrayal is to them is different than it is to you. And maybe they're wrong. I don't know. In my opinion, maybe they're wrong. I don't know. But for whatever betrayal is to them, that's on them. But I definitely would never take relationship or whatever advice from someone with someone who continually cheats on them, who continually uh does any of that stuff or is with somebody who is maybe married or in another relationship, those are not the people to take relationship advice from. And the same thing with family and friends. Once you see something, sometimes you can't unsee it. Sometimes you cannot look at them the same again. And then you have to decide, can you still have a healthy relationship with them? And now that you see it, now that you know it, whenever they go to do it, you're going to it's going to be so in your face, right? Like when you finally get it, you get it. There's a certain amount of time that you will be willfully, blissfully, what do they say? Ignorance is bliss, because you're so happy when you don't know the the shish kebab that people are shooting around, right? But once you know, then that is something that you cannot not see again. Okay, love. I feel like it is a closing out. If you choose for it to be, I feel like some of them will not understand, and that's not your problem. That's not your problem. So, Mimi, that's a private message. Um, Drops of Jupiter is saying, I never realized how much I would miss my husband. It's been 6 years and I feel real grieving still. He does know that. Jim does know that. Um, I want to say, when it's so stinking difficult that when we lose someone, a parent, we expect to lose a parent. We never expect to lose a partner, a husband, especially if we're a little bit younger. But even when we get to a certain age, a more mature age, we always hope we're going to go first, not them. We don't want them to leave us. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Um, but we don't really think about it. We know it's a possibility, but we don't think about it. And it can be devastating, and it's normal to have emotional responses years and years afterward. Drops of Jupiter, and I'm sorry for you. And I work with people every single day that have lost their partner, their child, their mother, and it's very, very devastating. And I think there are certain people that are truly good people that we will never recover from their loss. There will always be a part of us. Now, everybody doesn't experience this. Let me please say, everybody doesn't experience this. But when you have like such a incredible connection to somebody on your end, and then that person is no longer in your life, that might be something that you may never get over. And oftentimes it's a parent with a child or a partner, because we expect to lose our parents. But sometimes even our parents, we never get over that loss. Um, so it's perfectly normal. And he does know you grieve, but he says, one thing I would say is they don't want us to be here grieving. It's okay with them, and it helps them if we can heal from their loss. It's more difficult for them if we're in a very, very heavy, heavy energy to connect with us and for us to hear them clearly when we are in that very, very heavy energy. And the way I'm going to say it is, if you, as they're in what we call heaven, and they are in this very high, clean, clear energy and they can communicate and they can send us messages. But if we're in this energy that is of mourning and grief, it's very difficult for us to get that frequency from them and to get it clearly. So yes, I completely 100, and he does, and he wants you to be happy. He wants you to, you know, live the life like he's saying, and they always say this to people. If you could, if you had gone and he was here, you would never want him to suffer. You would never want the person left behind to suffer. You would want them to go on with their life and live it and be happy, because up there we can see how everything was supposed to work out. Don't we can't always know and see that here, but up there we can see the whole life plan and everything that was to happen and how it happened, and it all makes sense and it's running in perfect beauty and harmony, when down here we think it's just a chaotic mess, and it's really not. It's this synchronistic, beautiful, harmonic happenings. And the sooner we can get back in alignment with that, the better everybody is. And they would never, no one on the other side that has transitioned through to the other side wants us to suffer here. Once they transition through to the other side and they see everything and how it played out, they want it to be, they want us to be on our path and in our path and in that realm of joy and happiness to the best of our, to the best of our ability. So one of the things he would say is just, do little things every day that bring you joy. Do little things every day that bring you joy. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Drops of Jupiter. Thank you for that. I'm going to check on, I think there were some, yeah, Fawn says Todd was watching Godzilla last night. LOL. Might be for him. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yes, I'm going to say it probably is. Ishika, do you see me getting 98, 99 percentile in CAT exam next month? Maybe not 98, 99 percentile, but is she going to get 99 percentile? But you're going to do very well, love. You're going to do very well. Okay, guys, if you, because the show times are going to be changing a little bit, the Wednesday show, please make sure you are hitting whatever button you need to hit if you want to know when I go live and you want to join the live. Okay, next. Oh, Ishika, that's so funny. I saw your question in both places at the exact same time. Oh my goodness. Uh, Drops of Jupiter says, "Knocking on Heaven." Yeah, is that's a song that says, "Mama, take these chains from me. I don't need them anymore." Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm getting too blind to see now. Now it's all coming back to me now. It's all coming back to me now. Okay. Um, okay, let's see. Hey, Tanita, Aaron. Blue Velvet, originally by Tony Bennett, and the then Bobby Benton's version came. Thank you for that confirmation. Thank you. I wasn't even sure that was a song, but thank you so much. Good, Erin. I'm so happy you've been out and about on your days off. I'm so happy to hear that. And one of the things that I will say is, whatever you like to do, get out and be doing that, because then you know when you meet this person, you have that in common. Like I, for me, and I'm not whatever, but if I were looking for someone, I would be out cycling. I would be at, well, I am out cycling. I'm at the gym. I'm doing those things that I love. And if I met somebody there, that would be awesome because we would have that in common. The other thing is, I would there are certain things at this point that are no-goes, like, "No, I'm not interested in that." So make sure you know also what your no-goes are, okay? Amy says, "Does my Aunt Diane have a message? I keep thinking about her. Or can you tell me when the kids will contact me or let me contact them?" Amy, as far as the kiddos go, and I do believe this is, well, obviously the answer is coming from the other side. So I'm just going to answer the question. Um, don't allow them to have their freedom. Allow them to be in the space they're in. Allow them to figure it out. Allow them to not to be where they are and to not have you as a person to blame for it. Sometimes you need to be separated from someone to figure out it wasn't their fault. And maybe they never figure that out. It's okay, whatever it is. I feel like there's a lot going on there, and just allow them the grace to have that time and be in that space, and don't think about if or when the time will come that there's communication again. And I know that's very difficult for a parent. I know it's very difficult to have that sort of relationship with your children. But I do feel like in in your position, in your circumstance, the best thing you can do is don't let that be lingering in your mind. Just go on and live your life, and then when it happens, it's a pleasant surprise. Love. Okay. Hey, Jenaya. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce the names on Podbean. I'm so sorry. I'm just going to call you Jay. Thank you for being part of the show. Um, oops. I keep losing my spot. Hey, MJ. Okay, I'm looking for the next question. Samaho. Sam. I'm just gonna call you Sam. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sam. Her son passed 9 years ago this past weekend. Sam, what's his name? I'm gonna go down to the bottom. You're welcome, Amy. What's his name? What's your son's first name? Just his first name. La 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 la. And how old was he when he passed? Sam. Oh, Sam. His name is Sam. Okay. And how old was he when he passed? Um, and I ask that question when I get a number, when I hear a number, when the first one of the first things I hear is a number. Day before his 21st birthday. His 21st. Okay, day before his 21st. Okay, thank you for sharing that with me. What happened when he was 9? Or was he born on the 9th? What is 9? What I keep hearing 9, 9, 9. Unless he spoke German, what is 9? Um, what is 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9? Did something happen on his ninth birthday was something, or not on his ninth birthday, I'm sorry, maybe on his ninth birthday. Did something, was there something when he was 9? Or is that a date? Because that's all I'm hearing right now is 9999999. Okay, so I'm gonna ask him to, um, sorry guys, I'm just getting a little bit more comfortable here. So I'm gonna ask him to, I'm just gonna, I feel like he's here, and I'm going to ask him to, so his connection, usually I get a pretty strong connection right away, but for some reason his connection is a little bit, I hear the song like, "You're so far away, doesn't anybody stay?" That's the first thing I'm hearing. And yes, I know I cannot sing, and it's okay. Um, the next thing that I'm getting is, he comes to you in your sleep, and he tells you all about, uh, he's so emotional. He's so, so emotional. Okay. I'm gonna try to do this without bawling. I am so sorry, but I'm already, the tears are already forming, and I'm so, like, I don't know if this is how you feel, like you cry so hard you can't even catch your breath, like you can't breathe, or if that's how he comes to you in your sleep, and he tries to tell you everything. He tries to show you and he tries to tell you, but the biggest thing he's trying to tell you in his sleep is that everything's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And he's okay. And he knows you're not okay, but he wants you to be okay. And he keeps trying to tell you that he's okay so that you'll be okay. And he is, like, this song is playing in the background, and I'm, something about I took a wrong turn or I took a left turn. I think it's a country song. Um, and then that song, I don't know if this is the same song or a different song, but it says, "What," that song, "What Was I Thinking?" What, if you know country, you probably know that song. I can't sing the words to it because I just don't know them, but I have heard it. Um, his message to you is that you're the one. He was singing The Doors in the beginning. "Mama, take these chains from me." You guys, I'm so sorry. I am so, so sorry. Okay. And that, okay, and she says, "Thank you, it's okay," he says. Yes, he does. Come to her in the sleep, and then he says, "It was accidental OD." So spot on. And that song, Mama Take These Chains From Me, I can't use them anymore. That's why, like the chains of being with the OD and everything. The next line he wants me to say is, I'm going to try not to lose it while I say this. He wishes he wishes you knew how much he loves you and loved you. He wishes you knew how loved you are, and he wishes he would have listened. He wishes he would have listened, but there's nothing anybody could have done. There was nothing anybody could have done. He was just like, he was just on that ride. He was just on that ride, and nobody could have said or done anything that would had was he like an like kind of like an adrenaline junkie, or was he an adrenaline junkie, or a like he was a risk taker, or when he was 9 did he have an injury? Yes, a daredevil. Okay, when he was 9 did he have some sort of injury, like on his bike or something like that? That where he might have had to take some kind of medication or something. Because I just, it keeps going back to when he was 9. Not that he did it from the time he was 9 on, but that feeling. Or maybe when he was 9 is when the adrenaline junkie thing really, really kicked in. He just wanted to fly so high. He just wanted to always like I can see it. I can see it, but I don't know if I can have the words for it. Like he's showing on a bike, like those little what are they called? Like it's not a dirt bike. It's one of those bikes that boys ride and they do all the tricks on them. But some girls ride them. Please, I know. Yes, I know. Um, what is it? A BMX. Yes, a BMX. Thank you, Rebecca. Like a BMX bike. And like he's just going up a ramp and he wants to just stay in the air forever. And I'm crying because he's where he is. He is. And he he says he, he just wants you to know he's okay. He wants you to know he's okay. He's like, it's all good. It's all good. And he wants you to know he has. Oh my gosh. He wants you to know that he's sorry, not sorry. And you'll get that. He's sorry, not sorry. Because it was a really wild ride and he really liked most of it. So he's sorry but not sorry. And I'm sorry that I'm laughing at that, but so is he. She says so funny and exactly him. um and then I hear the song again, Mama Take These Chains From Me, I don't need them anymore. And that song, and that is knock knock knocking on heaven's door. So he's home. He is mm, he's home. um which you know, which you know. Okay, and then the only thing he's saying, he's going to send you a surprise before the end of the year. It's going to be around Christmas, but possibly not on Christmas. And it's going to be very spiritual. It's going to be a very, very spiritual surprise, almost like It's a surprise, so I can't tell you. But it's spiritual. It might not be a physical or a tangible thing, but it will be a spiritual thing. Like and when you get it, you're going to know. You might not remember this at the time because it's gonna be, but it's gonna be, you're gonna know it's a spiritual gift, a spiritual surprise, but you might not remember this in that very moment because you're gonna be like, "Oh." Um, okay, okay, thank you. Thank you for that question. Thank you so much for that question. Okay, you guys, I want to thank you so much for being here and for joining the show. If you want to know when I go live, please hit the buttons. If you want a private session, the link, Rebecca has been so kind to put the links in all of the on Podbean and on Podbean and on YouTube. Um, I will be back tomorrow at noon with book club. What if a transformational guide where we discuss one question every single week, and go through all the what ifs of that question from every single person who's joining us perspective. Anybody can join. It doesn't cost anything to join the book club, and we just discuss if this is true, what does this mean and what does it change in your life? How does it make a difference and what do you do next? Like, if we did truly come here to heal from what we brought in or what we've gone through or what we're going through, then what does that mean for you? And how does that look? And how do you approach that then? Um, okay, let's see. I think it's time for me to yeah, I'm going to I've been going way over on my shows. They're actually, I know you guys don't know this, they're actually supposed to be 30-minute shows. So I'm always going so much over, and then lately I've been going even further over. Rebecca, thank you so much for all of your help and putting the links in for everybody. Everybody send Rebecca some love for all the help that she gives. Mimi, I'll be getting on my phone in a second and rescheduling that appointment for you. Um, I will be back Wednesday at noon to do my second show of the week to answer your questions and to help connect you to loved ones. Also, yeah, I think that's everything. I think that's everything. Thank you so much, you guys. Have an absolutely amazing rest of the week. I'm sending you love until next time.